Sup peoples, welcome back to See These CDs, where in each one of these videos I take a closer look into the overall cover artwork, packaging, and graphic design of a select CD from my own personal collection. If you haven't already figured that out, today we're going to be talking about the 2015 CD, To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. More specifically, it was put out March 15th. 2015, and it clocks in well over an hour at 78 minutes and 51 seconds. It was released under Top Dog Entertainment, Aftermath Entertainment, and Interscope, which I believe Aftermath is subservient to Interscope, and I don't want to say Top Dog is under Aftermath because all their artists aren't affiliated with Aftermath. I think it's just Kendrick, maybe like J-Rock. Possibly, but I'm not really sure about that. Don't quote me on that one. But as far as like the art direction goes, it was accredited to Kendrick Lamar himself, as well as his manager, our longtime manager Dave Free, which is also affiliated with Top Dog Entertainment. He's credited to be a music video producer. And you probably best know his work for the music video All Right, which is one of the singles, or the lead single off of this project. All Right actually got a lot of traction because people were using it people using it to march to. They're using it as like motivation when they were protesting against police brutality and overall just the injustices of black and just colored people in this country around the time that this CD came out. He actually won a Grammy for Kendrick Lamar's 2018 project Damn, and the music video I want to say it was Humble. So he directed that as well. And from what I was reading, he'd actually known Kendrick Lamar since high school. That's when they originally linked up, and I guess they've been working together ever since. The art direction was also credited to Vlad Sepetov, which he's also worked with a lot of Top Dog Entertainment artists. He does reimagining for certain CD cover art work. So basically, he takes CD cover artwork from the past and just redesigns it in his own vision. But he's worked with a lot of other artists, like I mentioned. He's worked with Schoolboy Q on the Oxymoron CD, as well as J-Rock for Parental Advisory, and I want to say he designed a cover for one of Vic Mensa's singles as well. But yeah, he's got a pretty decent resume as far as the art direction team, pretty stacked there. I mean, other than that, the cover photography was also credited to Denis Rouvre, which I believe it's Denis Rouvre. I'm not French or anything like that, so I'm trying my best to pronounce that to the best of my ability. Which he's a critically acclaimed photographer. He's got a lot of impactful photos when I was checking him out on his online profile. Typically, from what I was seeing, it's usually has a black backdrop. It's very dark, low light with the center focus just being on the person he's taking a shot of. Very dramatic shots. His models are looking directly into the camera, and they're usually within their element. I think I've seen a sumo wrestler in there, and a few other people who were they weren't actually doing anything, but it looked like they were setting themselves up or getting ready to participate in some type of action. All powerful photos if you guys want to check them out online. He's actually won the World Press Photo Award for sports features and for people. And he's worked with bigger names like Robert De Niro. He's taking pictures of Ryan Gosling as well. And he's a French-based photographer. If I haven't already mentioned that, I think I did when I was butchering his name. But along with the cover photography, it's also credited to Roberto Retone Reyes, which it might be Roberto Ret1 Reyes. I'm only getting that pronunciation of his his nickname through his Instagram. The way it was spelled, it was RET, and then there was a space and the word one. But he's an in-house photographer for TDE. I think he does some videography work as well. His work, he's worked with like I say, he's in-house, so he's worked with just about the whole, the entirety of the TDE roster. That being, he's worked with Kendrick on Damn, it says, Control, Schoolboy Q's Blank Faced. I saw Absol's Do What Thou Wilt on there, and I also saw Isaiah Rashad's, The Sun's Tirade on there as well. As far as like affiliation things he had, hand in. But yeah, there's plenty of, pictures on his Instagram, just, Top Dog in general, just the label, various artists and, him moving with them, things like that. So yeah, you can check his work out online. He's definitely got a decent or, substantial online presence. As far as like, all right, so I'm pretty sure like this cover photo, it must be photoshopped. Just by every image I see nowadays, I assume is like photoshopped or is edited in some sense. So the background, or like the actual photo. So this photo is actually of the White House, and then I'm assuming they just took, like the photo of Kendrick Lamar and all his people, and just photoshopped it over the White House. The actual White House photography picture is credited to Diego Cambiaso, which is a freelance photographer. He also, on his Instagram, had that he was a software developer, entrepreneur, and a blogger. From what I could see, he had a lot of shots of just like imagery, like mountains, close up of like, plants, just very colorful and, very colorful, big pictures, that, like really pop when you look at them, high detailed. So, like I was saying, they took the picture of the White House from him, or, they worked with him to, collaborate, took that picture, placed like Kendrick and his people over it, and that's how we have the cover to Pimp A Butterfly right here, which, I think it looks pretty dope. If we just want to dive into it, it is like that basic, like plastic CD casing. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said before, people tend to, pick and choose today. I know a lot of artists that we review, they do normally use like the paper folds. But yeah, plastic CD casing is pretty nice too. There's nothing wrong with it. I really just think it depends on like, what direction you want to go with, as far as like the artwork goes. But yeah, if we want to pan around to the back, we have the track. The only thing that sucks about these plastic casings is that, the glare, so you get to see like reflections and stuff. But yeah, if we want to just go around to the back, we have each one of the tracks listed. No numerical. Well, I'm assuming they are in order of like how they're played, but there's no like numbers next to them or anything like that. And I'm assuming this is in Kendrick Lamar's handwriting. I don't really know that, but it just looks pretty awful. But not to like this Kendrick or not like that, but yeah, I just would assume it's probably somebody's handwriting, and who else but Kendrick. But yeah, we got the the various label insignias right there: Top Dog Entertainment, Aftermath, and Interscope. We got the FBI warning, blah blah, a barcode right there, and just some what is this? It's just like try and get in there. See if we can get a decent shot of what that is. Yeah, it's tough. That's tough because it's like a gray backdrop with like white text. So some of it is like, oh man, that rough. Can we get a shot? I'm not even gonna. Should I even waste my time? Yeah, that's rough. But yeah, it's really hard to make out. If I read it, yeah, it's just like more information about like Aftermath and things like that. If we want to take it to the inside, it's all white. Right there, some braille, which I would assume it must say, it's Pimp A Butterfly. To me, that's the only logical thing it can say. If we, pop that off. If you know better than I do, please, comment below, let me know. If you want to pop that off, we'll see the back of the CD right there. It's pretty basic, similar to, the other CDs we've seen. Nothing out of the ordinary. And we have a butterfly behind the CD over like a white backdrop. It's pretty interesting. Alright, so yeah, if we just want to crack that booklet open, we'll get another shot of the front cover. It does look pretty dope. We actually take the time to, just check it out. It never really like struck me as like I don't know, like when I first seen it, I wasn't like, oh, that's crazy. But like now when I'm reviewing it, it was pretty cool. In my mind, like I didn't really like read too much into it. I really bought this CD, and really after like a few projects, one or two decent projects, I start buying CDs off name, because I figure like especially with Kendrick, it's like we already kind of know what to expect as far as like the quality of work goes, so I'm always eager to check out like what he's doing next. So yeah, if we just want to open it up to the front, we have Kendrick, just basically a simple thank you to God and his family. Then we have more Braille on this side. I'm not exactly sure what this says. Could possibly say the Pimp A Butterfly, though it seems like there's more characters right here than there were on the previous sections with Braille. This CD came out in like 2015, and then I think the Rihanna CD came out in like 2016. So it's kind of interesting how they both they both incorporate a lot of white into their booklet and packaging, and at the same time they both incorporate a lot of Braille. With in reference to like the previous artists, work Roy Natcham, his collaboration with Rihanna for Anti. You can see that in past videos. Go check them out if you have the time. But yeah, so each one of the track listings is basically like written over like the white backdrop. And it looks like it's like written in like a yellow color like Sharpie. With the credits for the track on plain black text over that white background. Get a shot of that. So that basically is the theme throughout the entire booklet, with more photography, Kendrick and his boys on certain various pages. It's continued right here. Let's get a good shot of that. These walls. That's a good track. When I remember, a standout. I mean, there was a lot of good. I picked this CD, because like I never realized it when it came out, but I guess like this CD wasn't necessarily met with like the most praise. Like I heard about the president at the time, like including it in the capsule, for like the Time Vault or something to that effect. I guess what I mean to say is I heard about more of the praise of the CD. I didn't realize that some fans didn't really care for this one too much, or maybe thought it was a little bit too abstract. I thought it was pretty dope. There's still songs on this CD to this day that I can remember. Granted, it only came out like 3 years ago, but yeah, I can definitely remember a lot of the songs on the CD, and just what I thought of it, my first impression, like even the intro is like a huge standout. I thought that sample, I never heard the song to that sample before, so it was kind of weird, what I was hearing, but it was, I don't know, it's definitely one of them songs that like you stop and like. Like what the but it in a good way, like it's thought provoking. I guess that's essentially what I'm trying to say. But yeah, we got another shot at Kendrick and his boys. Seems like it could be a different angle from that initial photo shoot that was posted in front of the White House, or photoshopped in front of the White House. We have more of the tracks and their credits on this side, continuing with the theme, white backdrop, black typography with the yellow Sharpie of the title, which you can see behind the text of the credits. I don't know if I made that clear before. I get a nice shot of each one of the credits, just in case you want to stop it, pause it, read it for whatever reason. I never know. But yeah, it's continued. On this side, then we got Kendrick and his Reeboks sitting on what I guess like a dresser drawer. Some liquor, next to him on his left-hand side. Next to his foot, a whole bunch of money on the ground, white backdrop or gray backdrop, gray ground. Like I said, the Reeboks. White socks. I mean, no shirt. I think he's holding another bottle, so, check that out. Not really sure the symbolism behind this photo. Butterfly, yeah, I mean, nothing necessarily comes to me, like, immediately. So, I mean, maybe it just has some layers, I'm not seeing, or I'm not able to like immediately break down. But if you know more about it, go ahead and comment below. I'll get a decent shot of this side in case you guys want to go over the credits for whichever reason. And then we got a last page essentially, close up of Kendrick, looking off into the distance. I want to say it's all from that same White House. Post up with all his boys. I would assume probably one photo shoot, and then we have essentially everybody who was had anything to do with like putting this project together, as far as the visuals go, music, artwork in general. On this side, scroll down just in case anybody and you want to check that out like I normally do. I figured I'd give you guys an opportunity. I mean, like I said before in the past, the whole idea is to show you guys the CDs, to give you that, I guess, like additional layer or understanding of, how it would be if you would have, purchased a CD, actual physical CD versus like just download MP3 streaming. I know, that's what most people do today. It's so easy, less clutter. And then the back is just plain black with, plain white, plain white backdrop or gray, which I'm trying to get that into focus. But yeah, that's just some numbers right there. Or, alphanumeric. It starts B0022958. There's a hyphen 02. Not really sure the relevance of that, but yeah, it's just a gray background. But yeah, that was Kendrick Lamar's 2015 CD, To Pimp A Butterfly. Overall, I thought, the CD packaging and graphic design, cover artwork was pretty dope. Definitely left a long-lasting effect. Even though when I first purchased it, it didn't really initially stand out to me. It's definitely one of those CD covers where, I think back to, and I do have vivid memory of the CD cover and just the music that's on it. It definitely, I'd say, adds to it. I don't necessarily understand the relevance of this cover. I don't know if it's Kendrick and his boys taking over the White House, taking over America, so forth. But yeah, no, it definitely stands out. It is polarizing. But yeah, this is See These CDs. Continue to check out the videos. I think we're about at 15 videos thus far, which is pretty dope. I know this week has been a little bit choppy, which, me uploading 2 videos seemed like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But hey, it is what it is. I just want to try and continue with the content. But yeah, like I said, See These CDs. Thanks for checking this out. And all right, people.